Okay, welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a playthrough of Runeslingers: The Awakening. This is a preview. The game's actually not out yet. I think it's coming out on Kickstarter soon. We don't know the exact date, so I don't want to say for sure, but it's coming out soon on Kickstarter. So keep in mind, things may be different than the actual Kickstarter game that's offered. But I will say, from what we've seen so far, it's a really good game. It's a lot of take that.
Yeah.
If you like that, it's all take that. Actually, if you like that type of game. And basically, you're a runeslinger. You're battling another runeslinger. From what the rules say, you can play 2 to 4 players, but the rules say it's better as a 2-player game. And I could see that. But you can play 4 players, or you can play 2 versus 2. And what's cool about it, it comes with, so you get your, each deck is unique. You pick your runeslinger. I am Hera, and he is Roman, and they're color-coded. She's a Hexmancer runeslinger, and he's a striker. And so they give you a card for each one that specifies starter deck for that, but you don't have to stick with that. Basically, you'd want to start your first game with this, but they give you an additional 120 cards. So as long as you stay within the guidelines, you can't have more than 1 copy of the same card. You have to have a certain amount of boons, utilities, and they give you the guidelines in the rule book, but you can literally build whatever deck you want, which is pretty cool. You just have to, there's certain guidelines you follow. We are sticking with the starter deck since we're showing you how to play it, but we do look forward to experimenting with the different cards later on that are off camera. So everything is basically tracked with dice. We were provided with tons of different types of dice, 20-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided. So basically you don't roll dice other than when you figure out who's going to go first, but they're all used for tracking the number of tokens or ailments that you have on you at the time, and your health and your power. Basically, the way you lose the game is by getting down to 0 power. Each runeslinger starts out with 5 power, as depicted right there, and 20 health. And you basically keep track of that. You put a die on top as your tracker. And you start out with a starter stance and ability, but again, there's additional ones with the game that you can choose to switch out after you know the game more. These are the starter decks, standard starter cards for these runeslingers. And then I forgot to show you on the very bottom of the runeslinger card, that's your block total. So the way you block, you have your hand, this is your deck, and you got a discard pile. It doesn't count as a play, but you can block. Say he's hitting me. I can discard any card and block for 4. There's a card called Mind. Another one to block. Yeah, Mind Spike. If you block with that card, you could play that out of turn on their turn because you're using it to block.
You do have to have a concentration on hand.
Oh yeah, and we'll explain that in a minute. But basically, when you block with Mind Spike, you get to apply a curse or insanity ailment to the target runeslinger. Again, we'll explain that in a minute. So the way to battle in this game is through your cards. There's utilities, there's trinkets, chants, spirits. I'm trying to remember all the different kinds of cards. Boons.
Attacks.
There's also boons. And then the book explains them all in detail very well, what the different types of cards do. But the way to play, you start out the game, the first player only gets to draw one card in the draw phase, but after that, you normally draw 2 cards each turn. And they have a really good research card, a reference card. I want to call it research card. One has the keywords. The keywords are very easy to find. I will say the rule book and the cards are very, they're very nice. They make it very easy to locate in the rule book and on the cards to know what the keywords are. If they're red, that's a cost. If they're blue, red is a cost and blue is basically just the effects. So, and the keyword card, reference card, is really good about telling you what you have to pay or do when you play that card. On the other side is the turn order. So there's 4 phases. There's the ailment phase. You will have ailments on you here once you start playing. If you get up to 8 total ailments, I know you only have 4 slots. You can only have a total of no more than 4 slots with ailments. But again, we track everything with the dice. So say he put fragment on me as an ailment. An ailment is basically a curse or basically something that hurts you. So
none of it's positive. It's all negative.
So say he put 3 on me. So you put a dice with 3 or however many. There's no limit, basically. He just keeps piling them on. And there's 2 different. There's a number 1 and a number 2. The number 1 on the ailment cards is basically when you have 3 or less, you're hit for that. Each instance, you suffer that. Like this one is your defense cards have -1 defense for each fragment ailment on you up to a maximum of -4. So this one does have a max. It doesn't have a max. He could keep putting them on me, but the effect stops at 4. But once I have 4 or more fragments on me, also in addition, my hand size is now 1 less card. It's now 4 instead of 5. So these cards are all bad. The one he played on me when we were learning was Weaken. I hate that card. Basically, you have a void pile. You can't see mine on the camera. It's too wide for our camera. But the void pile basically means you have to take a card from your deck and void it. It's out of the game. It's out of the game the rest of the game. He had, I am not even kidding, like 1/3 of my deck on my void pile. So it was like I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, this one does a lot of attack damage and pretty much put her cards in void. But a lot of my attack damage also hurts me, so.
Yeah, I hated that Weekend. He kept doing it and doing it and doing it. So I just kept losing more and more cards. But each ailment does something different. So you track that with your dice. So there's an ailment phase. Say at some point you have a total of 8 ailments that do not have boon cards. We'll explain that in a minute. You can spend a power to get rid of 8 ailments and off of you. So they can't be covered by a boon. A boon is basically protection against them. It basically makes it to where he can't pile more on you. It doesn't stop what already happened to you. But if there's an ailment here, you'll see it says boon. There's several different types of boons. The boons also do certain things in the text here. You place that on top. He cannot place another, he can't stack on to this one. If he wanted to play another fragment, he would have to play it on another one of my ailment spots. And remember, you only have 4, so if I happen to get to put boons on all 4 of mine, he would have to remove that boon to be able to play another one. Another thing on the ailments, you can't replace, sometimes you can remove and replace an ailment. You can't replace an ailment with the same type of ailment. It has to be a different one. So say you had a card that allows you to remove an ailment and replace it with something else. You would have to pick one of the other 5 ailments and not fragment. So there's insanity, fragment, curse, debilitate, burn, and weaken, and they all do different things, and they're all described on the card.
So the one way to pretty much get rid of the boons is there's cards that allow that, and also by attacking it, because they only have 4 health. So.
Oh yeah, it's a defense card, so you can attack. You can attack the defense.
She can attack any card that's in play.
Defense cards or the Runeslinger themselves. You choose what you're attacking. The reason you'd want to attack the defense, obviously, is to get rid of the boon. Or up here, some of them, there's like trinkets and chants that give that build up and allow you to do special abilities. Like there was one I had, I was getting ready to use it. You just keep adding more tokens. Again, tokens are tracked with dice every turn until it's to the level you want. And what it did was it put 2 curses by default for each token on it. It added an additional curse. So I had it up. I was going to be putting like 5 or 6 curses on him at one time.
I know how she is too. She wants to make like a big bang out of everything. So I knew she was going. So I just waited till like 4 or 5, and then I just removed it.
Yeah, I was hoping he didn't notice what it did, but I like him to feel the pain.
So that's why I knew she would try to save it too.
Okay, so that's Ailment phase in a nutshell. And Anthony is going to be doing a how to play video. We wanted to do the playthrough first, and we're going to have the game developer look at the playthrough and tell us anything we may have done wrong.
Yeah.
And then Anthony's going to take notes from that and make sure he has all of his ducks in a row, and he's going to do a thorough how to play. So we're just going to quickly brush over it. Then first you have your ailment phase, but again, you lose a power if you turn in 8 of those. So it's kind of a gamble because you only have 5 power. If you get down to 0, you've lost the game. Okay, then there's the draw phase. You draw 2 cards, except for the one exception. If you're the first player, your first draw phase, you only get to draw 1 because you're getting to go first. You can only have a max hand of 8 cards. And if you happen to pass, you don't play anything, you get to draw an additional card. So during your play phase, if you do decide to play, once per turn, you could set a card on your concentration. We'll cover that now. So I start out with 2 on my concentration. It's an ability for my particular Runeslinger, but normally the setup is you place 1 face down. These will never be used. These are basically, they're called readying your concentration. So you have to have 1 card face down, and from then on, you play your cards face up on top of it. As long as there's an open concentration that's ready, not being used, you can play a card on top of it. If you don't have any ready, you're going to have to add another one and then play either that turn after you've ready to concentration. You can only do 1 per play phase, or you can do it now and hope to be able to play on it next round. Because they are cards when you play, is it Distract? Yeah. If you play a card that has Distract for the keyword in red, whatever concentration card it's played on gets discarded once you've used that card. So the Distract cards, although they're usually really good, they cost you a concentration card. So a lot of his do that, which is nice.
Yeah, the one I hate the most is the one after it, Pain. Pretty much you lose 3 health when you attack someone else. So you're losing, I might hit her for 8, but I lose 3 each time I use those cards.
Yeah, so it didn't always work out for him because I can block, and another way to stop them from attacking you, it's defense cards called and they have Shout. Actually, they're utility cards, and they'll have a blue keyword called Shout. You got to pay attention though. They only shout at certain cards. Like this one is. This one's more vague. You can discard a card from your hand to destroy a target card that's targeting you. So that one's a good one that's more vague. But they're very specific. Like, I don't know about his, but mine, like this one, destroy target with charge. So I can only shout against a card that has the charge keyword on it. There was another one. It was a shout. You don't have that many shouts. Destroy target trinket or chant. So when you play the card, down in the text here, it tells you what that card does once you play it. So far I think I only have 4 shouts. So You will be shuffling your deck, but there again, when you have to reshuffle, you lose a power. So there's 3 ways to lose power. When you reshuffle, when you get rid of 8 ailments, you can only get rid of ailments once you have 8. You can also, if you had 16 ailments, you can get rid of 8 twice, but it would cost you 2 powers. And then if you lose all your health, you start out with 20 health. When I get down to 0 or less, I lose a power, change that to 4, and you start back over at 20 unless there's a pierce is a keyword. Pierce is the only one that, it's a blue keyword. If your card has that on it, it means it also depletes health beyond the max health. So say I was at 4. He hit me for 8 with a pierce keyword. Okay, if he wasn't targeting, this goes the same if he's targeting a defense card or my Runeslinger. If he was targeting a defense card that had 4 defense on it and he hit me for 8, the remaining 4 would go against my Runeslinger. So I'd have to minus 4 health on my Runeslinger. But say he hit me for 8 on my Runeslinger and I didn't have a shout and I didn't discard a card to block. So I'm going to have to lose the 4 I have plus 4 additional once I reset. So instead of resetting at 20, I would reset at 16. Because you always reset at your max health of 20 unless you were hit with a pierce card. And each time, again, you lose a power. When you do lose a power, there's these green stones called determination stones. You gain one of those. And the determination stones are used to pay for your ability. My ability is I remove 2 ailments, apply all ailments removed to the target Runeslinger. So I could take 2 ailments off of me, and if he has available slots, I can add them to him. So that's always nice, but it costs 2 of these to do that. Another cool thing about my character is I start out with 1 of the determination stones. So that's pretty cool. But the only way to gain these is when you lose power, and I just told you the 3 ways to lose power. Then you have on your play phase, I know I'm kind of jumping around, but you can only use your Runeslinger's ability 1 time during a turn. So if you have 4 determination stones, you can only use 2 of them for that turn. You'll have to wait till next turn. But you can perform any other actions any number of times, and you can do these in any order on those, what I just said in the play phase, which is the set your concentration ability. You can play cards from your hand. I call it slinging a rune spell or playing a card. You can activate a card that's up here, anything that has a little arrow, because you can't activate them in the same turn you play them. So you would ready it. Let's see if I have one. I know I do, but let me see where it's at. So here's an activate one. So you would ready it, but I can't play it this turn. I have to wait till next turn. Then I can activate it and play it. Once you play a card or activate them at the end of your turn, that's the discard phase. Everything goes to your discard pile. Nothing stays out on the play area unless you have a card that says so. And then that's it. It goes to the next player. It's a fairly easy game to pick up. You can do a lot with ailments and everything, but the cards are they guide you. They have the keywords. So we did have to reference the book a few times, but that's just because we're learning the game, and we're like the first ones, I think, to do a video. So
besides a developer. So
we want to make sure we're doing it right. And I apologize if we are doing anything wrong, but we will
correct them the how to play.
Yeah, and have the developer give us guidance before he does the how to play.
And like she stated, there are a lot of cards that will be coming with the actual game that you will be able to change with your deck of 30. And then there's also your abilities. Like right here, we have a whole stack of that, but we're just sticking to the starter for this video.
Yeah, they're color coded, and there's purple ones or blue. There's blue ones.
Oh yeah.
There's blue ones that you can for your ability or stance that you can switch out. You have to stick with your color except if you use the blue ability or stance. You can intermingle them with your deck. So that'll be really cool. And we'll explain as we do the ailments. I'm not going to go over all of those just to save time. So I start out with we need to draw our cards.
I already drew mine.
So we draw 6. You draw 6 cards.
I got 6.
And you place your deck down. Then he readied 1. I get to ready 2 because of it's my Runeslingers ability.
And I rolled for who goes first.
Okay. Oh, we tied.
No.
So Anthony goes first. So he skips the ailment phase and he goes to the draw phase. He only gets to draw 1 card. So I need to put 2 concentrations down. It's kind of hard because
I feel like I'm doing a Rubik's Cube with trying to find the 20 on this dice.
Once you play this game, it is a little easier to know which ones you probably won't use. Okay, so those are my 2 ready concentrations. Did you only draw 1?
Yep.
So he's ready in a concentration. He's in his play phase. And he's playing that card, which is a chant.
Yeah.
And it has charge on it. So charge means
every turn you get 1.
Once per turn, you may place a basic token on a card to charge it. Oh yeah, so this is one. For each charge he has, he deals an additional +3 damage. So he's going to start with 1. Or did he start with 1? Once per turn. So he can charge it once per turn. So it starts out with none. So it deals 5 damage to any target. And then when he's ready, he can keep charging it and deals an additional 3. I can hit that card. It has 5 defense. Or I have cards that destroy chance, so I could destroy it that way. Or I can just target it and try to destroy it.
Okay. Deal 6 damage to target Runeslinger. Inflict 1 weakened ailment.
Okay, so this one has pain 3. So the number means that's pain is the number of health he loses to play that card. So he's losing 3 health. He's going to try to deal 6 damage to me and inflicts 1 weakened ailment, my favorite thing, unless I can
the target void 1. Him. You also get to void 1.
That's what I was saying.
Oh.
That's because of the weaken.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I don't have the shout. I am going to discard a card to prevent 4 of that damage. This is a hard choice. Oh, wait. Never mind. I'm going to block with the Mind Spike. So I'm blocking you all together. See, he doesn't even get to play this card because I blocked it. So it goes to his discard pile. So nothing happens to me,
but
right?
I still lose.
He still has to pay the price. I have to sear for 3, which means I have to place that many cards at the top of my deck onto my discard pile. So I lose my entire hand, but I don't have to void a card. But I get to apply 2 ailments to the target Runeslinger. But when I block with Mind Spike, I apply a curse or insanity. So it's one, because I didn't play it, I blocked with it. I just get to either apply a curse or insanity. Okay, curse, he will lose 1 health for each at every turn at the beginning of his turn for each curse. Insanity, when you're ailed with a new instance of insanity, discard a card and draw one at random. That one I think is the weakest of the ailments. So we're going to give him the curse. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And put a 1 on it because he's cursed with 1 curse ailment at this moment. And I have to discard that Mind Spike to block him.
So I'm done.
Okay, so he's done. So he has to... What are you drawing for?
Oh.
he doesn't have to discard this one because he didn't play it or activate it yet. So now I get to draw 2 cards. Ailment phase is irrelevant for me. My only hand is 2 cards.
So now I'm just hoping to get a boon to offset the curse.
So since I can't do anything, I'm going to draw another card because I didn't play. And that's my turn.
Okay, so I get to draw 2 now finally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, forgot.
Oh, he's charging, putting 1 charge on there.
Deal 8 damage to target Runeslinger.
Okay, so he's playing Star Pierce. It's an attack rune spell. He has to pay 3 in health to play it because it has the red pain with the 3. So he's already down 6 health. Inflicts you and your weakened ailments. I hate this deck. You may place a card from your discard pile into any void pile. So he doesn't have to, it says may. So I'm going to see if I can block it. So let's see. I'm going to discard a card to at least block my 4. So he's only doing 4 damage to me. So I go down to 16.
And you get a weaken.
Yeah, I'll get that stupid weaken. So that means the weakens, when you're ailed with a new instance of weaken, you void 1 card. So we're going to put this 4-sided dice to the 1. So I have to take the top card off of my discard and put it in my void pile, which is over on my mat. And I don't know if you noticed these beautiful mats, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
These are gorgeous. I love them. I don't know how that's going to be presented in the Kickstarter. Hopefully it's either included or there's an option to purchase them. I would suggest purchasing them if they're available because they're awesome. But you can play without them. But they're absolutely gorgeous. You can't see the whole thing in the camera, but you can see enough to where you can see how beautiful they are. Okay, so that was... I did everything I was supposed to do. You're still on your turn.
Well, I already used my concentration, so I'm done. Actually, wait, let me... I'm going to put this one, so I have another
You can only ready 1. You already readied 1.
No, this was last turn I ready.
I don't think so. Was it?
Yeah, this was our first.
Okay, you're
and
right.
This is the second.
All right.
This is the 3rd. We're on the 3rd turn.
Okay, so you done?
Yep.
Then I'm drawing 2 cards. Okay, so I'm going to play this boon on top of this, so he can't add any more to that one. It doesn't stop him from playing another one. But the cool thing about this boon is my pain cost is -2 as long as that's on there. And
you remember, pain cost is normally associated with attack cards. Mm-hmm. And when you attack, you have to pay 3. And that's why I'm down to 14.
It's also on utilities.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So, yeah, so my pain on a pain 3 will only be 1 health. So that's pretty awesome.
That's a card I need for my deck because my deck has a lot of pain cards.
Actually, I don't know if I want to play that. I'm going to play in a different order. I'm taking that back. And you'll see why. Okay, so this card, I do pay 3 pain. And the reason I'm doing it is because I can remove 1 ailment from a target Runeslinger, which I'm obviously going to remove it from myself. And I apply 1 curse and 1 insanity to him. Oh, did you lose your 1 health for your curse?
Oh, no.
So.
Thank you for reminding me.
So his curse goes up to 2, so he will lose 2 health. And he gets this insanity card, which means he has to discard a card at random and then draw one card. So, and we'll put a 1 on top of that. And then he just gets to draw another one. I don't feel that's really an ailment. That's
It is if you're... Because most people hold their cards for a certain time frame to do stuff in the order, and so...
Okay, so that's really all I can do. So this card, I played it, goes to my discard pile, and I'm done.
Draw my 2 cards.
And you lose 2 health.
Okay, so... Put a boon here.
Okay, so...
Your attack rune spells deal +1 damage. When Rage is destroyed, if you own Rage, target Runeslinger void 2.
Oof.
So,
okay, so if I destroy that boon, I have to void 2 cards. And from now on, and while that's there, though, his attacks are +1. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
yes, it should be.
I hate his deck. I just want to say that. That one is a good one. The Roman, I should be playing with that one. But that's okay. He did beat me the last game. It was neck and neck.
You won.
I didn't win.
Oh.
We think I would have won if I'd played it right. But
she kept forgetting to use the
shield. I never used the block until... But we were learning, so there was a lot, we were going through. So when you're learning a game, you don't really play to your best ability, but it was still neck and neck. Like, we were both down to 1 power and 3 health. So it was basically who could hit the other one first is pretty much what it came down to. You and your weekends. What are you doing? 2. I get a chance to shout.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the thing. It's called answering. When they play a card, you can answer either by blocking or shout. I do have a shout that I can use. So that is...
utility.
This one can do any card. So I'm going to shout, so that means nothing happens. As an additional cost to play Snip, you must discard a card from your hand. Destroy target card that is targeting you. So that's destroyed. It goes to discard, but I do have to discard a card from my hand.
Yeah, destroy just means goes to the discard pile.
Yeah, void is what goes to the void pile till the end of the game.
Okay, I am done.
I've gotten lucky with my blocks.
Yeah. I'm just happy I removed that ailment. I'll block it for now.
You don't need to discard. You're done?
Mm.
Okay. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. Okay, so I'm going to play Chaos. It starts out with 3 tokens. And it's basically a ticking time bomb, I think. It's a trinket.
That's what I removed last time.
So it enters play with 3 on it. At the beginning of your play phase, remove a token from the Chaos Ring. If you can, deal 1 damage for each ailment on you to target enemy Runeslinger. Discard this card when it has no tokens. It's kind of dumb for me to play that right now.
Yeah, so you have no ailment.
I'm not going to play it.
It uses your ailment as power.
When he starts putting ailments on me, that's when I'm going to play that card. So... well, sorry for all the back and forth.
You just told me what you gotta do.
Well, it's obvious. I really don't have anything to play, so I'm just going to draw a card. Because I didn't play anything.
Did you draw your 2 when you first started? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
My turn. This is 2.
You take your 2 damage for health.
No, boom.
Oh, darn it.
This one's not ongoing. Next. Okay, I'm going to do this one. The next attack of your Spirit Runeslinger you sling this turn deals direct damage. Search your deck for a weapon trinket and reveal it. Add it. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that one.
Why?
You'll see.
Oh, and direct damage means you can't block that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can block direct damage.
Okay, you deal 4 damage to target Runeslinger. The next attack rune spell you sling this turn loses Distract. So, I did. So I lose Distract, so I won't lose my concentration.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you cannot block direct damage or health loss from burn.
I'm also using my my special ability. Your attack spells can target any rune spells you sling. The target defense cards gain Pierce.
Mm.
So 14 damage.
Is that every time?
What?
You can use that every turn?
Yeah, once a turn. Once a turn.
Mm.
So 14 damage with Pierce.
14? Okay, so what is this one?
That's an attack.
Did you already use that?
No, I just put both down.
You do one at a time.
This deals damage target Runeslinger. The next attack spell you sling this turn loses to Distract. So I have to put both of them because I'm getting rid of my Distract.
But you still have to play this one first.
Yeah.
I get a chance to answer. You don't just keep to play all the cards you want.
All right.
Killing me. Okay, so is that one? Let me look.
You ain't got nothing to defend it.
You don't know that.
That's going to be a lot of damage if she has to take that.
Well, I can block.
For 4?
Yeah. I'm going to do that. I'm blocking for 4. So that one doesn't do any damage. And block means it goes away.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help that card. See what I'm saying? I blocked it. Right?
No.
No. Oh, it just blocked. Let me look. Does it go away?
I don't think so. She didn't remove it.
When you block, you place a temporary barrier around the game object you're blocking. That defense reduces all damage that block target takes by amount equal to your Runeslinger's current block. A block barrier only lasts until the end of the current play phase. You can only block once per turn.
Yeah, I don't think it gets rid of the...
Oh, actually, it's the Mind Spike that gets rid of it.
Yeah.
Mind Spike destroys it. That's where I was thinking. Okay, so I did block for that 4. And now what, you're hitting me with another 10?
Yep. And you're going to inflict 1 ailment.
Of course you are. You have to void.
Yep.
Place a card from any void pile onto the top of your deck. Well, I have one. Let's see. Does that one have... Okay, so I take 10 damage, so I'm down to 3, because I already used my block. And he has to put an ailment on me, and he can place, do you want this card on top of your deck? He took the card from my void pile, put on top of his deck, and his stupid weaken card, so I have to void another card. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you gonna be an evil?
Gotta fight off evil with evil.
Okay. Oh, I can draw my 2 cards. Hopefully I get some good ones. Honestly, I don't even know what half my cards are because he kept voiding them. So I didn't get to play half my deck. So some of these are going to be a surprise to me.
Actually, you get 1 extra damage. Remember, your attack spells deal +1 damage.
You're mean. So it would be 2 extra. I only blocked 4. It would have been 5 and 11.
Okay.
So I'm down to 1. Why did I put 11? I'm down to 1.
I was wondering how you went up in health.
I'm a rock star. Okay, so I'm going to be doing some damage this time.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to ready a ready one. Is that the one I want to do? It's so hard. Okay, I'm going to do that one. Okay, so I'm going to play this fate card. So he gets to choose which evil he wants. It's a distract, so I'm going to have to discard the concentration card at the end of my turn. But it's got the red fate, which means the person getting the damage gets to choose. But it's also a pierce, so it goes any damage above whatever he blocks still hits him. Or if he died because of it, he would have to continue the damage. So he can either choose whether he wants 4 curse ailments or 4 damage plus 3 for each unique ailment type on him. This one's blocked, so he would get 7 damage or 4 curse ailments. He gets to choose what he wants, unless he can block it.
7 damage.
He gets a chance to answer.
7 damage.
Okay, so he's taken 7 damage. You're not going to block it all?
I can't.
You can discard a card, block 4.
Tell me about that.
All right.
Yeah, I'll block 4.
Okay, so you only get 3 damage. Okay.
I only get 3?
Yep.
That was 4 damage.
It was 7.
Okay.
But you blocked 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. This one, it's a choice. I think that means I can choose one of them. Ooh, I want to do both of them. Okay, so I can either apply 3 ailments to him, or I can destroy that boon and draw a card. But if I destroy it, I'm going to have to void 2 cards. So I think I'm going to apply 3 curses to him. I love the... Oh, wait. Or do I want burn? 3 burns, he would lose 6 health. But 3 curses, he would continue to lose 3 health every turn until he put a boon on it.
Yeah, the ongoing ones.
Hard choice, hard choice. This one's instant.
What are you doing? Oh, applying 3 ailments?
Mm-hmm. So you'll lose 6 health, and the cool thing about burn, if I could put another one on him, he loses all of his ability. He can't use his ability. So I'm going to chance it. I'm going to do the burn for 3. So he's going to lose 6 health right now. And here's another choice one. I can remove an ailment or destroy target card of choice. I'm gonna take the damage to myself. I'm destroying this card. So I have to void 2 cards, but he's gonna take 2 damage and die at the beginning of his turn.
I get more than 2 damage. At the beginning of your turn, you lose 1 health for each curse. Oh, so yeah, 2.
2.
So 2 plus
okay. And I have to get rid of these. I have to discard everything because they have distract on them. I'm done with my turn.
My turn?
Yep. So he loses 2 health, so that means he loses a power, and he's back up to 20. Because that's not a pierce, he starts over at his max, but he does get a determination stone.
Oh, I knew.
Because he lost a power, so you get one of your little green stones.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to put this on here.
So he's playing a boon.
Actually, about here.
Okay.
Spare rune spells that any Runeslingers deals -2 damage.
Okay, so he gets -2 damage from whatever I throw at him. Oh, I needed to discard that one, sorry.
Actually, I'm not going to do that.
We do a lot of... never mind.
I'm going to do this one. And it's a distract, so I have to put... Oh, was yours a distract?
Yeah, I had to discard my concentrations. You remove up to... So, Seer, you have to discard 6 cards. You don't have 6 cards to discard.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
So, on Seer, he can't play this. Yay. This will be hard for him to play. He has to have 6 cards he can discard to play that. Plus playing it. So, you would have to have...
Yes, I will do that one.
Okay, so... Yeah, so he's doing the same one he was going to do before. Yeah, that would be hard to play. You'd pretty much be discarding your entire hand that you've had to build up over several
I'm doing
turns.
this one. All elements in play have no element effect. When last hand leaves play, add +1 token to target card, and you remove 3 elements.
You can't remove this one because it has a boon on it.
Yep.
But that's a distract, so he's going to lose his concentration card he put down.
Yep.
All elements in play have no element effect. When last stand leaves play, add +1 tokens to target. Okay, so at the end of his turn, he'll get to do that.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, so discard that, and you get to take off 2 of your elements. You can't... The ones that have boons on them, it's as if they don't exist, so you can't remove
this
those.
One. So that's only 1.
I thought it was 3 elements.
Yeah, I removed 2. Oh, 3 elements. Oh, I removed the whole thing then.
Yeah. And it hasn't happened yet, but say I play another curse on him. Say I play 2 curse over here, or 1 curse over here. So I can't put it here because he's got a boon on it. But then say I destroy this card. Basically, you then combine the 2 curses, 2 + 1. He would be at 3. And you would just get rid of this. But that's just, if that happens, that's how you do that in that instance. My turn?
Yep.
So I'm going to draw my 2 cards. Okay. Okay, so this one has Ale. To play this card, apply this many ailments of the same type to your Runeslinger. You cannot play this card if you cannot be ailed. I have to put 2 ailments on myself to play it, but... Okay, well, I'll put 2 Insanity on myself. But I'm going to play this. Gotta play it here. Destroy target defense card. So I got rid of his boon. And then I have to discard 2 cards. And then draw 2 more. Because I have 2 of them.
Everything?
No, I can still play.
Oh.
So I can ready a concentration if I want.
Well, you would have to play another card.
I know. Here's a new one I never got to play. Does this one stay? It says your spirit rune spells deal +2 damage to ailed runeslingers. Once per turn, on your turn, when an enemy runeslinger is ailed, that enemy loses your choice of 2 health or 3 blocks. Does that mean that one stays in play?
I think so. It's like it has a health.
That's a just defense card. That's defense. Yeah. I don't know if we showed you that circle in the upper right is the defense. It doesn't say it stays in play, but
I think so, because all the ones that stay in play, you notice, have a defense number.
That one doesn't.
It's a boon.
There's some that don't stay in play. I don't think it stays in play. I think I just have to ail you that same turn. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm going to actually do the concentration. He gets to choose his fate. And that one's going to go back anyway. So he can either have 4 curse ailments put on him, or he can get 10 damage. Unless he can shout or block it.
I can't, but it's on the con. Oh, I do have concentration. Getting rid of this. So only takes 6 damage.
Okay, so he chose to take 6 damage. So I put that on there.
My turn.
And I have to get rid of this one. Get rid of all these to my discard.
4.
What does that do again?
You have 5 damage to any target. And
plus 3 for each one.
And it's up to 4. Okay, doing 8 damage.
Since I don't have any cards in my hand.
And inflict 1 weaken. So you gotta avoid a card.
Oh, you just make this 2.
Oh, yeah.
I already have a weaken on me. Even that damn weaken.
So 8, and now I'm using this one.
Oh, man! Again, this card I never got to play. Viral Plague. It deals 8 damage. Plus I get to remove an ailment. Oh,
okay, so...
that would have been an awesome card to have. So 8 damage?
Yeah, and then this one.
You're doing both of them?
Yep, spending my 4.
Did you take 3 damage for your pain?
Oh, no.
Did you also take 2 damage for your curse?
No.
Okay, so... First you're playing this one, right? So it's 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm up to 20 because I get a power or termination. I lose a power. And then you're dealing how many damage?
20.
15, 20. So I immediately lose another power because I'm defenseless. I don't have any cards.
That was perfect timing. She got rid of all her defense cards. She couldn't block.
Oh, I love this card. Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
You done being evil?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm drawing 2 cards. I'm going to use my ability. I get to remove 2 ailments and put them on him. So I'm going to do the weaken because you love that so much. So you get to void 2 cards. I hope they're good ones. Yes. Love it. Oh, those are good ones for you to lose. So he got a taste of his own medicine. Okay, so, and I'm going to do a couple more ailments to you.
That's talk from someone that's losing.
Okay, so what do I want to do? I'm going to apply 2 more weakens on you. So your trinkets have no effect and you void 2 more cards. Oh, they're good ones.
Oh, a boon. All right.
Hurts, doesn't it? Hurts. So he can't play trinkets. They have no effect because he's on 4+, and he lost 4 cards. Okay. I can't play anything else because I don't have a ready concentration. So my turn's over. He loses 2 health for his curse. This game's just evil.
That's why she's smiling the whole way.
If you like Take That games, you will love this game. And it's cool that it's so customizable with your decks. Like, I think this will be a really popular game when it comes out. I think a lot of People are going to love it. Especially if the mats, if they can get their hands on these mats and stuff. It's a really cool game.
So I'm at 4. Okay.
Ooh.
Deal 6 damage to target Runeslinger, inflict 1 weakened ailment.
Dang it. Okay.
Welcome back to the void.
So how much? 6 damage?
Yep.
I hate that damn card. So I'm voiding another card. Oh, it's a Mind Spike.
Deal 4 damage to target Runeslinger, inflict 2 weakened ailments. When you block with Glance and Arrow.
Mean.
If you block a spirit rune spell, you gain +2 block.
Okay, you didn't do the block.
So 4 damage to weaken.
Okay, so I'm at 3 weaken. So I have to
Get rid of
void 2 more cards. Another Viral Plague. No! That's my hitter card. Look, this is why I couldn't hit you last time. Like, he keeps voiding them. And I don't have any cards that bring them back.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, are you? So, I'm gonna lose soon because I'm gonna have to reshuffle. I can't wait to customize my deck. That's all I can say.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards that come with it that you could customize your deck to make it stronger.
Yeah, he's gonna feel the pain. Okay, so target Runeslinger loses 2 health for each ailment that has ailed this turn. So 6, 7. You lose 7 health.
So I'm at 3rd one.
So he lost a power. He goes to 20. Ooh, so we're kind of neck and neck again. And he got a determination stone.
Shouldn't I have 3? I'm on 5. I'm on 3.
You lost 2 powers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I might have to, I can't really do anything because I don't have any ready cards. Slots, concentrations. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to do this.
Oh, first you lose your 2 health for your curse.
Okay.
Can't let you forget that.
18. So, look at the top 4 cards of any deck. Place one of those cards into your hand and the rest into their owner's void pile.
I only have 1 card in my deck.
So you have to shuffle.
Who says?
Alright, I'll keep that for now. Okay. You're in trouble.
So he's going to be placing 3 more cards in my void pile.
I need to grab 2 cards.
That deck is evil. I should have played a different character.
Huh. Yeah, can't do anything. Your turn.
Darn. So I do have to shuffle, so I lose another power. So I'm down to 2. And get a determination stone. My deck is feeling pretty light.
It's gonna be light here soon.
Okay. My heavy hitters are in my void pile.
You'll be losing 3 cards.
You're just mean.
I don't feel bad. She always smiles. Big grin when she beats me.
Ooh, yes. Oh, darn, I can't play it.
Do I have enough cards for the seer?
Yes. Darn it.
That's one thing, once you understand the game, when like little slip-ups like that pretty much give it away.
Okay, so playing this. At the end of my turn, I can apply 1 ailment to target Runeslinger. I do lose 2 health, but I'm...
Oh, I can't. Oh, I should do that.
12. I'm going to add another weaken. So you get to void another card. I got to keep the balance here. Make you void cards like there's no tomorrow.
I'm shouting.
Oh, you are?
Oh, actually, I can't because I don't have 5.
Oh, darn.
Dang. All right.
So at least he's losing his shouts and his void. I lost my hit cards, but at least he's not able to block what I can do. And I'm going to concentrate a card. And I'm going to ready this one. I can't play it right now. But... And this one is discarded. And my turn.
Now there's 2 health. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Let me see your 4.
So he's taking his ability. Is he's taking 4 cards off my deck. He gets to steal 1, put it in his deck, and then the rest go into my void. Evil.
Now I'll play in my hand.
Let's see what he did to me. Another Mind Spike. Another one where I get to do... Yeah.
Gotta concentrate.
You can only concentrate once.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, so remove 3 up to 3 ailments.
Yeah, that's a choice one.
Yeah. So I am removing this one, 2 of these. You can have your dice back. And 1 of these.
Okay. Was there only 1 on it?
Yep.
Why are you giving me the dice?
Okay, so still my turn.
Oh, remember you can't use trinkets. None of these were trinkets, were they?
Nope.
So you can't use them.
Nope. I'm using them for concentrate now.
Making sure.
Yep, they're my concentrate.
Are you done?
No.
Oh.
Deal 4 damage to target Runeslinger or inflict 2 weakens, ailments.
You and your damn weakens. I cannot do anything.
So, move to 5.
But I am going to block. I'm going to put this here and block, so you didn't do any damage.
So you have to move that to 5 and get rid of 2 cards, and now your trinkets have no effect. And it's still my turn.
Just mean.
10 damage.
Look at this. Look how much of my deck is in my void pile.
Deal 10 damage to target Runeslinger, inflict 1 ailment.
Wow, 3 more cards and half my deck is literally in my void pile. Mean.
Yeah, you're getting another one too.
You are mean.
I should know.
Deal 10 direct damage,
Actually, I will.
which means I can't block it.
Yeah, so you're 2. And do another
I'm
weaken.
at 2. Am I at 12 or
2?
Oh, you already did it?
No.
Because it said 2.
Yeah, you're at 2 now.
Okay.
And put 1 more card. Yeah, 6.
1 more card and half my deck is in my void pile.
And place a card from any void pile on the top of your deck. So I'm going to place this. Yeah, I'm done. Isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to get rid of this one. It's distract.
Okay, so I'm going to activate this and apply 2 curses on you. Okay. And that's all I can do.
So?
Yep. Well, half my cards are in my void pile.
Had to shuffle.
Darn. At least he has the advantage, but at least we're both down to 2 power. So he has to lose 2 power. At the beginning of the turn, you have to lose 2 health. So you're 18. At least I can be that little gnat every turn.
My turn. Okay. Deal 8 damage and pierce. 8 damage to target Runeslinger. Deals +1 damage for each weakened element on the target.
Oh my lord.
So
14?
Yep. 14 damage.
Okay, shout. You lose. And I have to discard.
And I lose my concentration.
Card from my hand.
Okay, let me see if I do anything else. Nope, your turn.
Okay. Not much I can do, but... Ooh, I can do 2 things. Oh, actually, darn it, my trinkets have no effect.
Nope.
Alright, we'll just ready that one. Unless that's a shout. No. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. It's a distract. I can either apply 3 ailments or I can destroy a target boon card. So we're going to apply 3 ailments to you.
Is that any time?
Yep, you're going to get 3 more weekends. So you're going to be at 8 weekends.
Why would you do weekends except the curse?
Because you're going to have to avoid 3 cards.
Oh, so I'm at 8?
Yep, so you could feel my pain.
Why did you grab the dice?
Because there wasn't one with an 8 on it.
It was the same type dice.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, good. Damage. A shout. Nice. In comparison, I've only voided 7 of his. He's voided 13 of mine, so he's a bully.
Okay, your turn. Still.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, my turn.
To discard both those.
Alice is still face up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 4.
I'm defenseless because I have no cards, but so I take 4 damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
so I'm down to 1 power.
I'm gonna do a pierce.
Because I what?
I'm gonna do pierce.
So it puts me at 18. Was that 4?
Oh, I didn't grab this.
So I get another determination stone.
I didn't grab it. Wanted to grab that. Okay, so
if I lose 18 more power or health, I've lost the game.
And
too bad there's not heal cards.
6 damage plus inflict 1 weaken. So
7.
And I lose 3 because it's pain.
So I'm now at half my deck is in my void pile. Gotta find
Now last game was really, really close.
How many damage? I didn't do
6.
it. Okay, so I'm at 12 damage. I'm 12 away from losing. I think he's gonna beat me again. I should have played with a different deck. I don't know why I didn't. But the Hera is not good against the Roman. Just
oh, you never know.
Food for thought. With the starter deck.
Yeah.
If you had your I didn't look at what her other abilities and stuff do. Who knows? She may be OP with beyond the starter deck, but her starter deck is not good against the Roman. But
okay,
yeah, he'll get his.
If not this game, another game.
Oh, it won't be this game. He knows it's coming. Okay, so this one, I'm going to ready this one. Okay, so you get your choice, and it's a pierce. You can either receive 4 more curse elements, or you can take 10 damage.
All right, I'll take 6 damage.
6?
Yeah, blocking.
Blocking what?
With my 4.
Oh, I gotcha.
So I'm at 9.
Okay, and that's all I can do.
Okay.
That's all she's got.
2 cards. Okay.
Oh, take your 2 damage for your curse.
Oh,
the little fly.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the only way I can damage you.
So this one, all elements in play have no effect. When you last hand least play, add +1 token to target card, and you remove 3 elements.
Okay.
So
That one you can't play this turn.
No.
It's an activate.
Oh, okay, yeah. So move 3 elements. This goes to 7. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Oh, I am. Next turn, I've lost no matter what because I only have 1 card left. So he's definitely won. Okay, so I'll just be an annoying little fly for my last turn. Apply 2 unique elements to target Runeslinger.
The burn one's the fastest one.
Yeah, but I have to do 2 unique ones, so. This one would, well, you didn't really use that much. I'll just put a curse and a burn. So he loses 2 health right now.
I go 1 at least.
Oh, you got down to 1 power?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And you...
That's it?
Here. I know the game's over, but...
My turn?
Yep. So he loses 1 health for his curse.
Okay, there we go. And 1. Okay.
He played a boon. What else does that do?
Spirit of an enemy slings deals -2 damage.
Oh, so it helps him receive less damage that I can't do because all my cards are in my void pile.
Okay, so I'm going to... No, I'm going to save it.
Why? The game's over. What are you saving it for?
Oh, yeah, because you got to shuffle. All right.
How much damage are you doing?
5.
So you only did 7. Or you did...
5.
You only did... Sorry. So I'm down to 11.
All right, done.
Right, so the game is over because I have to reshuffle. So I lost my power. And that's it. I was pretty much a lame duck most of this game, as with the practice game, because his stupid weekend cards, I have literally half my deck in my void pile. So, but I love this game. I know I've been whining the whole time, but I really do like this game.
She loves take that games.
It just gives me more to come back at him harder later when we're not on camera, when I can choose my deck.
And of course, then she'll probably want to do it on camera, just so it's known.
But yeah, this is a cool game. I hope it does really well on Kickstarter and gets the publicity it deserves because it's a really good game. And again, Anthony will be doing a how to play, a very detailed how to play after we get some feedback from the developer to make sure we did do everything right. I mean, I'm sure we probably made mistakes. Hopefully not, but we may have.
We always make mistakes. We're not perfect. But
definitely check this out, Runeslingers The Awakening. Definitely check it out and follow it on Kickstarter. And Anthony will put the link in the description, so you can just click the link and follow it so you know when it's coming live.
One thing I do want to state, the rulebook is phenomenal at giving everything you need to know. Yep. This is actually a really good rulebook.
Yeah.
In comparison, some games where the rulebooks are kind of fiddly and you just don't understand what the rules mean, or how a lot of times they bounce from page to page to find the different rule. This one's actually laid out really well. And
the keywords are very, like, red and blue. It's very cut and dry. Like, red you pay, blue is you have to
take it.
It tells you what the effect it has.
A lot of times it affects you.
But it's just, they thought of every little thing to make it easier, and these play mats make it really easy just to know where things go. And of course there'll be, how by the time this game is out, there'll be probably several how to plays and playthroughs. So it'll be very easy for people to pick up this game, even if they're not. Some people learn more by watching, and some people learn more by reading.
We had to learn this one by reading because there is no video.
Well, they have their own playthrough. We watched that, but but the rule book, you can easily learn this game by reading. But some people are just visual learners. It's just however you learn. So definitely check this out. And I know we say it every time now, but we do have a new website. It's boardgameempire.co.com was taken. Definitely check it out. We have a contest page. There's 2 contests going on right now. They're both worldwide. You could win $50, PayPal or Amazon. Definitely check it out for that. We are slowly adding content. We've only had the website up for less than a month, so not a ton of content.
That's a week almost.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It seems like longer. It's maybe 2 weeks. So, but over time we will be adding more in-depth, like, reviews and blog posts to give you more of, like, details on the games and things. So definitely check that out. And if you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. And we look forward to seeing you next time.